Welcome back to the Filthy Report. My name is Jason Filthy Jones, bringing you the dirtiest information with the cleanest style. What's up, geeks? How are you guys doing? Hopefully everything is going great for you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Christmas season. And hopefully you guys are catching up on whatever you can, like Attack on Titan, Boruto, Mandalorian. I mean, there's so much to talk about with those shows, but I do understand that there's been a lot of shutdown. We're missing out on a gang of superhero movies, we're missing out on a gang of anime, and we've had manga held up for a while now. And with that being said, the only thing that you can do is try to travel back in time and watch any mangas or animes or movies that you missed out over the years. So, with me saying all that, I have to tell you guys about this phenomenal anime that came out back in 2006 and made its run all the way to about 2016. And the anime is called D.Gray Man. Now, for you guys to understand, D.Gray Man is more related to like Demon Slayer, Bleach. Actually, I would probably put it on par with both of those shows because of what the story is actually about. So, the story is actually about a boy named Alan Walker, a 15-year-old boy who actually has his guardian killed by a demon. And as he was killed by a demon, Alan Walker inherited a power which he was able to destroy demons and save souls. So with that, he finds himself entangled into a order that's called the Black Order, who are exorcists that save souls and kill demons. Now, the aspect of this whole story is a phenomenal story. You have your comedy, you have your love story, you have your action. The drawing style is phenomenal. Everything about the show is just loving. You find yourself entrenched and is basically intrigued by each episode. After you get through the second or third episode, you are just in love with the anime and you just want to keep watching more and more. Now, guys, if you're a big dub fan, I would try to go and hit this up on like Funimation or maybe even Crunchyroll. If you're okay with subtitles, you will find it out there on YouTube, on Amazon Prime, on all kinds of stuff. It's not one to miss. It's a great storyline that always captures you by your heartstrings and just keeps you intrigued the whole time. It's about maybe 150 to 160 episodes. It's about 4 seasons. I fell in love with it from the get-go. I basically binge watched it in maybe about 3 weeks, and I have to say I literally want more. So much more that I'm now jumping on to read the manga because the manga goes more in depth on the show. It's one not to miss. Go ahead, if you guys have Funimation, like I said, or Crunchyroll, or Amazon Prime, or Hulu, or any of those, go find it and search for it, and let me know what you guys think of it. Hit me up in the comments on IG, hit me up in the comments on YouTube. Let me know what you guys think of this anime. I think it's one of those ones that it's just not one to miss because it's such a great storyline where you're always intrigued. There's so many characters in it. It's set off in different teams, and the action scenes and the fight scenes are ridiculous with the style of powers that they have. Let me know, get back to me. And with that being said, guys, I don't know if you guys haven't gone out and got Disney Plus. If you haven't, then you're missing out. And if you have kids, it's a damn need. So get off of my show and go buy it. Actually, wait till the show's done and then go get it. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, Disney Plus is a phenomenal app that they have put together. Not only does it have all your Disney movies, not only does it have all your Disney Junior shows and all your kid Disney and all your animated movies that you can think about, it has a ton of stuff for adults too. Now, if you're a huge geek, then I know you have to be loving that it has all your Star Wars, it has all your Marvel. And with that being said, I have some news that I have to kick to you guys that needs to be talked about. Now, let's start off with my favorite, and it's Marvel, of course. I am a huge comic book geek, and with the way that Disney and Marvel had teamed up together and what they're doing right now, it is gonna get even way crazier as we roll into 2021. The reason being is now with Kevin Feige heading up the whole Marvel cinema and everything, and signing on board and making sure that Disney's on the same track and the same idea, they are now going to be tying all their TV shows into their movies, their cinema movies too, and even their animated shows. Now, as you guys see on the screen, these list of shows are ridiculous. I mean, we got WandaVerse, we have the Falcon and Winter Soldier, we have Hawkeye, Loki, Daredevil, Moon Knight, there, She-Hulk. There's more and more that just keep coming up and coming out of nowhere, and I'm loving this. They're creating mini series on Disney Plus to go in line with the cinema of the movies that are about to be hitting the scene. Now, in 2021, we have the new Spider-Man 3, which I've talked to you guys about, and I'll be talking about more about it because they're going to be releasing more information about it in the upcoming months. And, I mean, Spider-Verse, Doctor Strange, Daredevil's going to be in the movie, Deadpool's coming out. There's so much going on in Marvel that Disney is understanding that they have to put most of their focus on Marvel and Lucasfilms, and the reason of that being, so with the pandemic having them shut down for a while, their biggest cash cows have been closed up, so now they're looking for other opportunities to lock their money in. And what better way to do it with none other than Marvel Cinema and Lucasfilms. Now, we'll talk about Lucasfilms after I get done with Marvel, but with all these shows hitting, and I mean, they're coming one after another. We have WandaVerse, which will be hitting in January. We have the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which will be hitting in March. We have Loki, which will be hitting in May. And then the other announcements for when the other shows will be hitting. I'm talking Legends. We also have the What If. What If is a big one that will be shocking you guys ridiculously. And the reason that it will be that is they take one comic book and basically the whole aspect of What If is what would happen to the Marvel universe if this comic book went this way instead of going the normal way it did. Now, with that being, they can create off more spin-off shows, more information about different characters. Please make sure you're paying attention to that What If show because it's gonna be just remarkable. Mrs. Marvel is going to be coming out. Iron Heart's going to be coming out. There's so much in-depth stuff that's going on with Disney Plus. If you guys don't have it after the show, please go hop on, get the Disney app. You'll thank me. And if you guys really want to test it out, wait till about the ending of January and get the free trial. They're going to be hitting you guys with the free trial so you guys can get into the market right now of being able to watch all your Marvel shows. And if you guys missed any of the Marvel cinema for the last 10 years, they have everything on there. And I can't wait for them to hit the scene. And also, Disney has finally came about and came aboard. And there will be a lot more comic books that will be coming out because of the Marvel Unlimited app, which is also another app you guys need to pay attention to. If you guys haven't gotten that app and you guys are huge comic book fans, you're going to want to go ahead and grab that app now because every comic that hits the shelf 3 months later will end up on the Marvel Unlimited, so you can catch up on all your comic book history that you guys have been missing out on and all the comic book storylines. And even some of the comic books now that they have made out in Marvel actually go alongside with the Marvel cinema. So be on the lookout for that. Stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for more information about all these shows. I can't wait to bring you guys more information about all these Marvel shows that are about to hit the scene. Make sure you guys get Disney Plus. Now, with that being said about Marvel, you know I have to go in on Lucasfilms. And at first, I have to admit, when Disney bought Lucasfilms and got the Star Wars and started making all these movies and everything, I was the same way that I was about the Marvel comics and the Marvel cinema and everything. I was so irritated and so mad because I literally thought Disney was stealing stuff from our childhood and they were just going to jack it up. But seeing that they're tying in everybody together, seeing that they're coming out with so much different content, and seeing that they're basically opening up their bank account and saying, here, take the money, run with it, build it and build this crazy universe that will bring nothing but more people to be able to understand the Star Wars universe. Now, once again, as you look here at this screen and see all these dang shows that are coming out that are going to be hitting the scene, I'm telling you guys, make sure you guys are keeping up with your Star Wars. Mandalorian has spun off so many different shows. As you guys saw, Ahsoka was in Mandalorian. She's getting her own spinoff. They're talking about a Dark Maul spinoff. They're talking about a Republic Order spinoff. They're talking about a Obi-Wan Kenobi spinoff. There's so much information that's coming out in the next couple of days about how Lucasfilms is expanding and teaming up continuously with Disney to give off more and more shows. And if you guys haven't gone in depth on the Star Wars universe, I'm telling you guys, there's way more than Return of the Jedi, Last Hope. There's a lot. There's so much more in these movies and in the books than that you guys have been actually told to over your childhood, that there's a lot to catch up on, and Disney Plus is the way. They are going in depth and opening up their bank accounts like ridiculously to fund more and more shows to keep you interested. And they haven't really announced when these shows will be hitting, but with me thinking how Mandalorian's going, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing them break out in spring. I would think that the Ahsoka series is already starting to be filmed. I have a report that the Obi-Wan Kenobi has been started to be filmed already. They haven't been talking about it a lot about that because there's also a tie-in to Mandalorian with that. Now, with all that being said, guys, please, like I said before, let me know what you guys are thinking about how Disney's doing Marvel and Lucasfilms. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know on the YouTube comments. Let me know on IG. Let me know on Facebook. Wherever you guys can get to the Filthy Report, let me know. And please make sure you guys are paying attention to these shows. There's so much, and there's a ton of shows that it's also a family show aspect. Tie your kids into them and let your kids be developed in understanding about comic books and the love of the Lucasfilms of Star Wars. With me, the main reason I'm doing this show is so that comic books and everything that does with geeks, from Star Wars, from animated shows, from manga, from anime, I don't want it to die out, and I want our kids to be able to cherish the stuff that we had from back in the days. So, like I said before, make sure you're paying attention to the show. I'll be coming out with more information for all this as it hits through and comes through in the beginning of 2021. With that being said, guys. All right, guys. So, if you guys remembered, on my last Let's Get Geeked Up episode, I talked about something that hit the comic book scene that was a tragedy and broke my heart. And if you guys want to find out what's going on with that, it's about DC, and you should check back in on the Let's Get Geeked Up episode, Comic Book Devastation. Now, with that being said, I wanted to bring to you guys a superhero that's not normally talked about in the DC comics, and it's not normally talked about in the DC movies or also the DC animated series. And that's none other than Dr. Fate. Now, if you guys are into sorcerers and wizards or even Doctor Strange from Marvel, then you guys should check out Dr. Fate. Now, with him, he's a little bit more darker and demented than Doctor Strange, and he has a lot more weirdness that goes on in his comic books. And with him, his power you get from a helmet. And with that helmet, it's also a curse, because once you put on the helmet, you're not able to take it off ever again, and you have to walk the earth as Dr. Fate for the rest of your time being, until you're died or until you pass on the helmet to somebody else. Now, with that all being said to you guys, I would tell you guys to go check out the comic. He's a superhero that battles evil and battles crime using sorcerer powers, and he has some of the craziest powers out there. Also, he created the Justice Society, which is another DC comic team that you guys should check out. With all that being said, guys, that's literally all I have for you guys this week. So tune in till next time to the Let's Get Geeked Up episode, and catch me coming back with another DC superhero and coming back with more information about anything anime, comic books, TV shows, or anything geek out there. Now, with all that being finished up, guys, I wanted to let you guys know I am sorry that I haven't been putting out a lot of content for you guys. And the reason is it's been the end of the year, and also with the pandemic and all these shutdowns, there hasn't been that much stuff coming out. So make sure you guys are paying attention and catching up with whatever you guys can find out on Let's Get Geeked Up. And until next time, please, like always, if this is your first time, click the button, man. I'm coming back with another one. I'll be dropping another one for you guys soon. And like I always tell you guys at the end, let's get the Filthy Report out there, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Get it out there and let everybody know. I'm coming with the one always for you guys. And if nobody loves you, always remember, I love you, and I'm always going to be here for you guys. Till next time, guys, I am Jason Filthy Jones, bringing you the dirtiest information with the cleanest style. Peace.